to move in for Fenella Martin. Did some good work over the final stages at Pinjarra recently down the straight. All set. Racing now, and Rising Sea from the inside got away nicely, leading Scottish Trader and Comparative and Crandom Handy being eased back, and Disco Riffic has ridden for speed today, and there's Chinetti driving across, is going to find the rail as well. Quality Fair got caught out 3 wide, but Stone presses forward to try and get outside of the leader, and Disco Riffic now restrains. Cramden's got back to midfield, then Tycoon Legend outside of Uptown Funk from Gold Shimmer in the grey. Black Grape is back at the tail of the field, so they went pretty hard early. Chinetti was able to find the lead, and Quality Fair moves up on the outside, and they're 2 in front of Disco Riffic, the Chestnut sitting outside of Rising Sea. Comparative is on the inside of Scottish Trader, 2 to Crandon. Uptown Funk ridden up on the inside, Tycoon Legend taken out wide, and then Black Grape, and last of all is Gold Shimmer. Coming up to the turn, Quality Fair tugged up on the outside of Chinetti, travelled quite well to Quality Fair as it hit the front. Rising Sea on the inside, Disco Riffic comes out, Scottish Trader goes back to the centre now, Comparative back to the inside. Uptown Funk is trying to come through but getting blocked, and then came Cramden, and down the outside is Tycoon Legend. Cramden has raced up on the outside of Quality Fair. Scottish Trader coming through. So is Comparative, and Rising Sea on the inside. It's Cramden with Comparative finishing well. Cramden just in front of Comparative, and Cramden way out in the middle of the track has beaten home Comparative, and third Rising Sea, and then Scottish Trader just behind them Quality Fair, or break in the field of Quality Fair. Uptown Funk might have had to change course a few times over the final 200, and then came Disco Riffic, Tycoon Legend, Black Grape, and Chinetti dropped out. Cramden out in the middle of the track has beaten Comparative, Rising Sea and Scottish Trader. Rising Sea on the inside should get third in front of Scottish Trader, clear of Quality Fair, Disco Riffic, Uptown Funk and Tycoon Legend, who was well back but didn't quite come on. Gold Shimmer behind them. Cramden, who was eased back today to about 4th or 5th. He's known as a fast horse, but has come from behind a couple of times. Third recently to Hopelander, who goes around later on. And in a trial, Cramden has done the job pretty well down the middle of the track. Track seems to be playing reasonably evenly, though, with horses making ground near the inside. And then we've seen Cramden here come out wider on the track. And earlier on, a couple of horses made some ground down the middle. But that's a good performance by Cramden first up here for Brett Pope and Troy Turner. And 17 starts now for 5 wins. Heading to town instead of racing at Pinjarra. Cramden, and has worked home very nicely. Quality Fair ran a good race for a while, but then weakened over the final stages. They did go along at a pretty good clip, and Chinetti weakened right out of it. Quality Fair stuck on okay. And the margins coming through. A half a long neck by a short head as we go downstairs to Gareth.
Yes, thanks for that, Richie. Brett Pope's had a pretty good time of it since Belmont started off, and Cramden's one of those consistent gallopers for his stable, but on a slow track, first up over the trip, that's a really good effort today.
Yeah, really pleased, really pleased. We've done a bit of work at home trying to get this horse to settle, because we used to go real hard and fall in a hole late, but asked Troy to settle him in the trial the other day, and he jumped and could have led by 4, but he's anchored him back and just settled him. And today he sort of did a bit the same. He settled better in himself and hit the line pretty good.
That's a big positive now. Since he's learnt that to get behind horses, he can go on with it now.
Yeah, well, he actually feels like he could run 1400, but the way he was racing, he'd run sort of 900 metres down a well, like he'd sort of run it flat out and then find it hard at the end. But settling like this, he might get the 14.
He's got a pretty handy record for what he's been able to achieve. That's 17 starts now for 5 wins, so this could be another really handy preparation.
Yeah, no, he's just one of our homebreds. We bred him out the farm, and yeah, he's ticking over good.
Well done, Popey.
Thank you.
It's Brett Pope there, and I tell you what, the kid's back here, and Geordie Turner, and the old man says, "Hang on, little fella, hang on."
Can't all be about you.
No.
So let me show you how it's done.
Don't get carried away here. I'm still the one that's the older here, and whatever you can do, I'm still the king. Don't worry about that. So Jagsy's better catch up with Brittany.
Congratulations, Troy. We were just speaking about Geordie, and it must be nice to have him home.
Yeah, it is. He's had a good experience over there, so it's good to get a winner up for him today.
He wins, and then you come out and say, "Let's show the old man will show you how to do it."
Yeah, well, Brett's done a good job with this horse. It has over-raced in the past, and I was a bit concerned being first up over 1200, especially with 59.5 on its back. But credit to Pope, he's got the job done, and hopefully he can stretch out to 14 now.
How did he travel through the run?
He travelled very nice, and that's why I sort of popped off the back of him before the corner, because he's getting through the going quite well. But he ran out a bit of nick at the end, but he's entitled to being first up.
Can you and Brett partner in the next with Satiric?
It's a nice enough horse. I have ridden in the trials. It's definitely got a good chance.
Hopefully we're speaking soon. Congratulations.
Ta.
There we go, Pope and Turner. They're a pretty lethal combination, and they get the job done in race number 4 on the program here at Belmont today. Hopefully you're backing a winner. Race 5 will be our next race here. Lavar's a handicap over the 1700 metres for the 52 rated gallopers. Beat the Devil. It's always good when you can beat the Devil. Is the favourite at $2.50.